Right, there we go. Hi, welcome everyone. I'm sorry that I'm late this morning. I'm tripping over myself just trying to get everything done. Crazy busy at the moment. Oh, hang on a minute. For what I'm doing is Okay, so I'm trying to deliver Daisy Bullshittery Part 15, and my god, it's a bugger. I'll tell you all about it, but I've been working over the weekend to try and make up for some lost time over the heat wave that we had in the UK, because working was very, very difficult. So I spent Saturday and Sunday just pretty much in this office, plinking away at it, and I wish I could tell you that it was a super fast, smooth process, but god, it's hard. It's really hard. So yeah, I felt like I was putting the accelerator down on the editing and just oh god. Anyway, hi. Hang on. Before we do anything, we have someone who would like to say hello. Hi. She's staring at me right now because she knows what she can... Yeah, she can see what I've got in front of me. Yeah. So before we do anything... Sorry, for those who don't know, her name is Lulu. She is a 10-year-old Frenchie. And for her birthday treat, like a couple of weeks ago, I decided to... Well, like a week and a half ago, I decided to buy a big box of assorted, different meats she's never tried before. So she's had zebra, she's had goat, she's had squirrel, all of these random wild meats that you can buy. And I have another one in front of me, and she sees the plate of it. So we're going to do another feeding session for Lulu. Let me just minimize the game. Thank you, Don Shawayski. Thank you very much, Don. And thank you, Felix. Thank you, Sentinel Ninja, Moving Duck, Level Rosie, Andorus, and Angry Fraggle. Thank you, all of you. So, hang on a minute. We have, for Lulu's meaty birthday treat, so we're doing a stream thing, a bit of... partridge. We have some partridge. So we have another bird. So previously she had quail and then pheasant. Lucky bitch. Now she's getting something called partridge. I've never had... Well, no, I might have had partridge, actually, weirdly. I do remember buying, a wild box a long time ago. I know it had a pheasant in there, because I thought I'd do, a whole pheasant. It was disgusting. I followed the instructions. Anyway, so I think I've had a partridge before. But regardless, Lulu has never had partridge. So I must admit... So I did, unfortunately, cook this one a bit badly. So we'll see how it goes, owing to the fact that it had to get. So I took it out of the, freezer along with another meat to defrost. So it had to get cooked, meaning it was cooked over the weekend, not this morning. So, okay, hang on, let's try a bit. So what do you think? What do you think of partridge? What do you think? Do you like it? Let's try another piece. Okay, I think we got a winner. I think we have a winner. Straight down the hatch. Hang on. What the fuck is partridge then? Let me have a quick look. I don't really know anything about partridge. Hang on. Partridge. Apparently they come in pear trees. Interesting. Right. Partridges are small, dumpy... Bit rude. Small, dumpy game birds found in... Sorry, pardon me. Small, dumpy game birds found in lowland habitats. According to our UK native species, alongside our UK native species, the grey partridge, there's a second that has been introduced for shooting, the red partridge. I guess they go faster. Hang on a minute. Yeah, but tell me more about them. 1 minute. So it's a medium-sized galliform bird in any of several genera. Hang on a minute. Several species have been introduced to the Americas. They're grouped together with this subfamily of pheasants and quails. Okay. So apparently it's very closely related to the pheasant. Okay. Is it a subspecies of pheasant? Hang on. Hunting. Description. But where are they from? Ground-dwelling birds. Yeah, but where do they come from? Because the chicken comes from India. Hang on. As the red jungle fowl. Yeah, she likes it, though. Alright. Magnetizer has quails at home. Their eggs are delicious, though I'm not a fan of their meat, honestly. Yeah? Honestly, I could probably see myself keeping quails, but I probably wouldn't have the heart to actually kill them for meat. I don't know. I think on paper I could, but in practice I don't think I could go. Not sure I could stomach it. When I was a teenager, I told the story a dozen times, but I killed a baby bird because it was it was wounded and it wasn't going to survive, and the cats were going to torture it to death. Fucked me up, I tell you. I was so upset. It sounds silly, but I fucking I practically mourned the damn thing because it was such an act of cruelty that I did to it. But yeah, it really fucked me up. But yeah. But it's either that or it gets a horrible death by cats, so, yeah. What can you do? Hang on. Hang on. Well, it was just a random common bird. It wasn't gonna get rescued. No way. Hang on. Right. Yeah, I know, but still, B. Joseph. I don't think I could take it upon myself to, eat quail, as in keep quails and eat them for meat. Hang on. Yeesh. No, she likes it. Shall I try a piece? Hang on. Okay, so I'm going to try a piece. I'm going to try a big piece. So this is, for those joining the stream, a piece of partridge. I bought a small farmed box. Actually, I don't know if they're farmed. I bought a small box of different meats, and I'm going to try it. So, yeah, it's too dry. I cooked it too dry. So, unfortunately, very dry. Comes apart easily. Not easy to chew. This definitely would have been better cooked fresh. But no. It's got a very strong dark... I mean, I know I keep saying it. Like, the meat of a dark chicken. The dark meat of a chicken on its underside. Very, very rich. It's nice. It's very nice. Yeah, I definitely think I didn't do it any favours by obviously not cooking it a moment ago. But it was either that or it was going to go bad, unfortunately. That's very tasty. Right, hang on, I'm just going to give her a few more bits. Yes, there we go. Well, then again, it's her breakfast. Hang on. Yes. Dirty Mouth says, we had a storm a few weeks ago. When you cut down the tree, someone stepped accidentally on a bird that laid on the ground in the tree leaves. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Hi there, Pumpkin. Thank God the heat wave is ending. Yeah, God, it was awful. Yeah, here in the UK, we've stepped out of the furnace now, and it's such a relief. Temperatures have gone back to normal summer temperatures. So, warm, but not like fucking... You can't step on the pavement with your bare foot scorching. Right. Since I played a lot of X3, did I ever go so far as the suicidal squid start? No, I never did. Seemed like a bit of a dumb gimmick. Never did. Yeah. Who's a good gal? Yeah. No, she's happy. So this weekend, what happened this weekend? So, yeah, as mentioned, I've just been working mostly. I feel a bit boring. I've just been trying to get the DayZ bullshittery done for you guys. It's just been tedious sitting in this chair. Lulu went out for her walkies, as per usual. She saw my mum and got lots of attention. We had a good sit down on a park bench, and it was quite cute because I was walking down the road, and Lulu was walking next to me because she knew I had good treats with me. I had this chicken jerky, and... So she was, imagine her already sort of like spiritedly walking down the road. Anyway, so I said the word that means my mum. So the N word for grandmother. So she responds to that because obviously she's the grand doggy. So I said the word and she immediately you know how like the way that deer run where they sort of spring, and they sort of bounce. She did that. She basically bounced forward, and yeah, it was so cute. She bounced forward, and then it was like having a husky pull the sled because I had her pram, and she had her lead, which was in my hand on the pram, and she was pulling like a little husky, like a little sled dog, because she was so excited to go see my mum. Oh dear. Yeah, I can't say it, Theo, because then she'll get too excited. Yeah, she doesn't react to mum. She reacts to nanny. Yeah. We're nearly through the plate. Tell you what, I'll just put it down. She can have the. Well, there's only a few more bits left. Hang on. No, she likes it. Tron says, have I talked about my full thoughts and review of Severance? No, I need to. I finished Season 1 and Season 2 of the show Severance, and like Andor, I'd love to talk about it with screenshots, but I just haven't had the time. I just haven't had the time, because obviously I lost so much time at work with the heat wave. I just couldn't get any editing done. It was, really glacial. So I've just been trying to make up for lost time, really. So yeah, I just need to find the time. And then, hang on. Okay, I'll just put the crumbs on the ground. There we go. Right. Malco says you just finished Season 2. Nice. Nice. Yeah, it's very good. I enjoyed it. Thank you, Exile. Thank you very much, Exile. Yeah, there we go. Also, can I show you guys my cucumber? I took a picture of my cucumber and I would like to show you it. Hang on a minute. So, previously, I actually don't have the picture with me, I'm afraid, but I'm going to die. Hang on. Oh. So, previously, good girl, yeah? Did you like that? Good girl, yay! I'm having a cucumber growing contest with my mum, and according to my Evernote, where is it? How big was my mum's cucumber? Let's have a look. So, cucumber competition between my mum and me. So, my mum's cucumber was 346 grams, a total of 20.5 centimeters and 17.3 in length, and 17.3 centimeters in circumference at the thickest point. Okay, I have just gone and plucked. Well, this was over the weekend. I plucked a cucumber from my cucumber plant in my garden, and I reveal, ta-da! So, if my mum's was 346 grams, this is 569 grams. A proper chunky cucumber. So I'm winning in the cucumber growing contest. Yeah. Quite girthy. Yes. So it was, hang on a minute. My record. So my mum's was still thickest at the thickest point of the circumference. So she had 17.3 centimeters in girth, and mine was 17 exactly centimeters in girth. Sorry, I probably shouldn't say girth. It's fun. And also, hang on a minute, and mine was much longer, so I had the longer cucumber. But yes, so big cucumber. And guess what I did with it? Guess where I stuck my cucumber? I stuck my cucumber in some pickling jars. I pickled them. Pickled cucumber. Look. Yeah. Pickled cucumbers. So in the jar, vinegar, so vinegar, water, salt, and sugar. Then I put obviously you make the brine and you cook it up for a couple of minutes to its boiling point. You take some jars, you sterilize them fully by immersing them in boiling hot water, at least 2 inches over the top of the jars for about 10 minutes, maybe more. The water must be over 80 degrees, and it just kills everything, completely sterilizes. In go the veggies, garlic, shallots, turmeric root, mustard seeds, pickling spices, dill. Didn't have the oregano, unfortunately. What else is in there? Cumin seeds, I think some other seeds. There's a whole bunch of list of little seeds you can add, basically. Oh, bay leaf as well. So then you put it all in, fill the vinegar all the way to the top, and then seal it tight, really, really tight. And then you put it back in the immersion, in the water bath, so in the scalding hot water. I've got this rack thing that you lower into you basically put them all on this big metal rack, and then you lower them down into the boiling water until it's, the water must be over that, it must be over the top. And then you boil them for at least 10 minutes, and it just completely sterilizes them, the outside, and obviously you're canning them, so you're killing everything on the inside. And then this will probably, it's not advisable to keep something like cucumbers pickled for too long because they can go a bit soft and unpleasant over time. But I mean, potentially this will still be edible, like maybe after a year. You know, if it's properly water bathed and canned like that and completely sealed, which it is. Yeah. Hang on, quick test. If I lift up the top, watch this. Sorry, this is probably really boring. You see the lid of that? So the lid consists of two parts. You've got the ring around it. And then that's the actual lid. So that's the thing that's been, I guess, pressure sealed on. So that should be, yep, tight. That should be. I don't want to give it too hard a yank, just in case I do undo the seal. But that should be fixed on tight. Nothing's getting in there. Nothing's getting out. Put the ring back on. Yeah, and it's all completely reusable. Well, apart from the actual the thin disc bit at the top, that. So you can buy those for, like, they're super cheap. I've got like a pack of 100 for like five quid or something. But yeah, so easy to replace, and then you can just reuse the whole can, the whole jar. Yeah. Sorry, it's probably not boring show and tell, but I was doing pickling, and look at this. Look. Sorry. People turn up at X4 and they're looking at a man showing off his pickles. Hang on. Look. In my garden, I have some chard, which is a sort of, it's a Greek and Roman plant. It's a sort of very leafy plant. It's called ruby chard that I've got. And I took the stems and I pickled them. Do they taste nice? No idea. I guess we'll find out. But so the leafy greens I put in pasta, but the red stems you can pickle. And yeah. So hopefully they'll taste interesting. I did try, what was it? I tried pickling some beetroot. Ugh. Didn't like that. I was like, no thank you. So we'll try this. Yeah. No, yeah, sorry. We'll go and we'll do some X4. But yeah, it's a pickling. I was thinking of pickling. And, hang on. But yeah, so things are fine. Just busy over the weekend. And, yeah, just cracking on, really. Hang on. Right. Have I done the Spartan meal yet? No, I didn't. So there was a meal. I was following that cookbook that Umlaut bought me. It's like a tasting history cookbook, and I was going to try this Spartan broth, but it requires getting pig's blood. I couldn't find any, like even the local butcher. Actually, did I go into the local butcher? I don't think I did. Sorry, to clarify, I don't think I did because the local butcher intimidates me. Hang on. Tron says that you should try pickling cauliflower. Not so sure I'm into cauliflower. Was never really into cauliflower. Okay, 1 second. Hi there, Jinx. You just finished season 1 of Severance, and the fuck? I know, it's so good. It's good, isn't it? See, the tension. Yeah, I loved it. At the very end of season 1, so on the final closing shot, I shrieked. I was like, oh my god! Yeah. Anyway, hang on, let me just get into the game. Close that. Yeah, sorry, for those who don't know what the fuck we're talking about, so Severance the show, you can yo-ho it, but I believe it's on Apple. But yeah, it's a really cool show where it's got like a very fun central premise that they play with, which is what if you could sort of segregate your brain between your work self and your self outside of work? And for the sake of, well, companies that want to do that, presumably so their corporate secrets don't get leaked. But it becomes this really fascinating sort of like psychological strain thing for both your outside self, who doesn't know what they're doing, and your inside self, who can never leave, essentially. Yeah, it's cool. 1 second. Okay, close that. Open this. Right. Go here. Continue save. Unfortunately, yeah, we're dropping straight back into the action. Okay, I guess that's a good thing for the stream. Hang on. Give it a pause. Right. Okay. One minute, I'm just going to pause it and then turn around and just move this plate before I run over it with my wheels of the chair. Right. Right, pause. Right. Load. Go here. Hang on, there's a cucumber. showed you my cucumber. Please respond. Hang on. There we go. Right. Okay, so jumping straight back in then from Friday evening, or was it Friday morning? We are currently on a mission with the Boron, who, so essentially we're entering Sanctuary of Darkness, which is a particularly dangerous area of space, because we're trying to re-establish travel between these two segments of the Boron Empire, and we can't until we get this accelerator gate online. So we're with the Boron military here as they...
Pressure.
My god, I've forgotten all the buttons. So we're moving with the Boron military to try and... Where the fuck are they going? I see, they're linking up with these scouts. I get my whole wing. Yeah, if we can bring the accelerator online, it's going to speed things up dramatically. Right. So let's go link up with the carrier. Yeah!
It is good that you are all here. Watch this.
What are they doing?
I am truly torn between awe and apprehension. I think we may have uncovered a Ka'ak gathering place. Gathering for what, exactly? I feel compelled to ask.
Thank you, Jake.
Look,
thank you, El Yolo.
They are warping in and out. Are they planning a mass attack on the highway? And yet, this feels as though we are intruding on something very private. You are suggesting that this location may hold societal value to the car.
They probably live here.
Holy place within their sanctuary. A jump beacon. Is this a ceremony of procreation? Awaiting orders. Though I concur with your doubts, the military implications of this discovery are undeniable. It pains me to say that we must disperse this congregation, and without delay.
Okay, so assault the Kark position with your allies. Alright. Where are we? So what are they doing? Where's the carrier?
Mako. Menelaus Reminiscence.
Okay. They're currently over there. Link up with them. Right. Where's my fighter wings? Please bring them over here. So Alpha Group, please move over here. Fly and wait. There's the carrier.
Danger.
Right, follow them in. Here we go. Where am I? I'm here. Oh, shit. We're leaving the safe area. Okay.
Danger.
Sure, we're fine. Our shields might get dinged, but I'm sure we're fine. Right.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, so many of them. My god. Hang on.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Right. Hey, look at that. Jesus, that's a lot of them. We sure about this? Right. Okay, we're being pulled along.
Danger.
What's that in front of us over there? It's another group. Yeah, we went around last time. Okay. We don't look okay. Our shields are getting cooked. Yeah, we'll just stay with the carrier. Right. Have they gone up or down? Tell my guys to move this way. Right. Yeah, anyway, I hope everyone's okay. So if you're just joining, we're just continuing the mission in X4, where we're trying to sort of free up this sector so we can move between it. We've got a bit of a threat here in the form of a... I was going to say native life form, but they're not. I think they're extragalactic, called the Kark.
Orders.
Danger.
So we're just trying to get rid of them, or force them back, so we can get the accelerator operational, which is what's happening over here. Right. What's the carrier for? Carrying and launching aircraft. In X3, the carriers had a massive capacity when it came to storing fighters. It was insane. I don't know if the capacity is the same in X4. Unfortunately, in X3, the carriers always struggled to even do something as simple as launch their fighters. The pathfinding was always rubbish. What am I flying? I'm flying a Boron Corvette that was issued to me as part of this mission. My fighter craft being followed by my wing of corporate security fighters. I'm currently ordering around behind me.
Barracuda.
Is that my Barracuda? No, different Barracuda. Here we go.
We are on the cusp of engaging a dauntingly large school of Kahak. Do not hesitate to dock for your own safety should the need arise. Awaiting orders.
There we go. Right, so tell my forces to get in.
We have stirred them up.
Here we go. Attack all the targets you can. Let's get in there.
Protector.
Jesus, there's so many of them.
Queen's Guard.
That was an error.
Right, let's get in there.
Danger. Protector.
Go. Yeah, we need some flak turrets.
Observe. Our adversaries bolt in panic.
Are they going to bring in capitals? Come on. Yeah, I'm not such a fan of these weapon systems, frankly. They seem a bit lame. Turrets are cool, though.
Protector.
Right. My shields are holding.
Protector.
Gotcha. Did he just jump? Where's the carrier? Oh my god, what's that thing? Is that a ship? It's a derelict. Okay, where's my fighter wings? Further back. Hang on. Tell the rest of my fighter wing to just get in there. Attack all the targets in range.
Queen's Guard.
And he's come around. Right.
Danger.
Retain your vigilance. There are still Kahak remaining.
There's the carrier right in the middle of them. Jesus.
Victory will be mine. I will not let you get away.
Yikes.
Protector.
Come on. Where's he gone? There's my freebie. Did you see it? That Corvette? Oh, sorry.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
Sorry. My bad. He's jumping. Right. What are you seeing this? The Wraith versus the Ghouls?
Danger.
No, more like
Commander, I must hereby confess
Hang
my burgeoning worry. If the Kahak are able to engage their jump drives at a moment's notice, why did these ones fall astern to guard the retreat?
Danger.
A justifiable question indeed, which... Oh dear. That was no retreat, was it? I may have just received the confirmation that indeed it was not. Lilac and Azure Fins, I require all of you to redock at our carrier at once.
Oh, shit. What have I done? I'm just giving... No, don't do that. Who's that? One of my dolphins. Why are you here? Oh, okay. One of my dolphins is flying here for some reason. Okay.
Danger.
Sorry, 1 minute. Look at this. Look. She's sticking her head through the dog flap, but it's almost like she can't decide whether or not she wants to go out. So instead she's just poking her head through and be like, what? Yeah, there we go. Oh, well done, Lulu. Probably my fault. I left the door open. 1 second. Okay. Dear. Twist says you should check the frontal landing pads for smaller craft on the carrier. It's open and it's pretty neat. Oh yeah? I saw a bunch of Boron Corvettes there earlier. Hang on. Look at that. Damn it, did they all launch and I missed it?
Danger.
Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, I like it. Shit, that's a Boron vessel. Took some losses. Okay, just stay with the carrier. Alright.
Danger.
Where are my fighters? So what are we doing? We're just waiting here, are we? Okay. Oh, do we dock at the carrier? Oh yes, you're right. Dock at the carrier. Okay. Everyone quickly dock, please. Hang on.
Pressure. Docking not possible.
Target's no dock for the... Hang on.
Danger. Docking granted.
There we go. Right, lovely.
Awaiting orders.
Okay.
What is happening?
Hydra.
I fear that I am about to do something very reckless, my old friend. But recent developments have taught me that it behooves a leader to weigh the risks and to be bold in the face of crisis.
What's he doing?
Fleet, our fellow Boron at the construction site have sent word that the Ka'ak are attacking in force. We shall cross the blinding barrier to come to their aid.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm not taking my corporate fleet with me there. We're about to go through this mess. Okay, tell my fighters to start moving. This way then. Don't fucking risk it. Let them backtrack. Okay. Here we go. So we're pushing through this, look. Alright. Here we go. So we're leaving the safety of the asteroid fields. Oh yeah, look at that. The Kark are all over them. Okay, tell my guys to just fly
Danger.
manually.
Hazardous region detected.
Oh, such a blunder. I sincerely hope that our friends will be able to fend off the assault for a while longer. Now is not the time for gloom and introspection, Commander. Those Kark must have thought us securely ensnared. But now it is they.
The guy's like, ah! Okay. Right, are we nearly through? No, not yet. We're nowhere near. Right. Jesus, look at these derelicts, all burnt up. Okay, so for those joining, the Kark, or the Kark even, are attacking the gate, so our attempts to build that accelerator. And weirdly, one of my own bloody dolphin transport ships has decided that now's a good time to do some trading. Hang on. Look at this cheeky bastard. Oh yeah, I'm just off to sell some... What's he off to sell? In the middle of this war zone. Some bofu, yeah, some food.
Our adversaries are on visual.
They are attacking the supply transport.
All ships, please fan out and provide our allies with relief.
Okay, defeat the attacking Kark. We're here. Okay, get back in the cockpit.
Hydra.
Let's go. Get up. No, don't get up. Undock. Right. I just wondered where my crew are, but this is not my corporate ship. Did they really just give me, a random human, the fucking... a whole Corvette by himself?
Superficial damage only.
I'm meant to be
Protector.
crewed by like a dozen people. Hang on.
There's nothing for it. It must be removed.
Maybe it's a dodgy one that breaks a lot. Alright.
Striking.
Go. I've been listening to the soundtrack a lot over the weekend. It's pretty damn cool. And I had a hankering to play, but I was good. I got lots of editing time done. Right.
Queen's Guard.
Also, BB Dingo
Protector.
gave me an asset to animate. She gave me a revised asset of Sinai's super hot girlfriend from that anti-Stasi thing. And can I just say, when you fuck it up and mess with the animation and do it wrong, it's nightmare fuel. Like when eyes disappear or the face moves and shit like that. I'll get some screenshots and show you guys on Patreon.
Danger.
Ugh. Thank you, Barbo. There we go. Come on.
Queen's Guard.
Oh really? I'm not familiar with the guy doing the soundtrack before now. There's a construction vessel over there. Jesus, there's so many Kark. Hurry guys, I need your help. Fuck, did they fly through the bad bit? I hope we didn't lose any. They're expensive.
Protector.
Come on.
Queen's Guard.
Right. Come on.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
Sorry. There's gonna be some friendly fire when you strafe in the fucking weapons.
There are too many. I am sending drones to provide you with assistance.
Good, my own fighters made it. It'll be too long before they get here. It'll be another like 5 minutes.
Walrus. Orca. Laser Tower. Protector.
Okay. Don't know if we got him. He's probably just jumped. Careful, mind my shots. Alright.
Striking. I am alright.
Hi there, Lady Revolves. Thank you, Barbo. I think we nearly got them. Nope, there's still loads of red over the fucking HUD. Yeah.
Protector.
This will not end well for you.
Indeed, the Kark have a theme. So I think they're like extragalactic insects, aren't they? Like an insect hive. They are organics, right? They're not like the Xenon.
Engaging. That was an error.
Queen's Guard.
Definitely an error.
Protector.
Stop that.
Jesus Christ.
We cannot tolerate your actions.
What the? Stop getting in the way of my fucking guns.
Striking.
The enemy retreats. We have successfully enveloped their hearts with fear.
I dearly hope it lasts this time.
Can they even feel fear? Right.
Striking.
Let's have a look. Are they fleeing? My fighters are on their way. Who's that? It's a Mercury Vanguard of mine. What are you doing? Selling something. We'll work it out later. Right. Not extragalactic, just a separate part of the gate network. Oh, really? I thought they weren't from here.
Scramble.
Right.
Affirmative.
Hang on. Okay. Ball says the Navidium you can mine in the X Games is speculated to originate from their lost home world. Oh, really?
Victory will be mine.
Okay. Cool. Lots of derelict ships. Most of them are some boron defense drones, but we're mostly okay. Damn it! I keep giving weird orders to my other ships.
No further Ka'ak are appearing on our radar. Oh my, a colossal weight has been lifted from my mind. Please, let us meet in person for a debriefing. I insist.
Okay. He also wants the ship back. Quick, we fly away now. Right. Thank you there, Sterminus. And thank you, Barbo. Thank you very much. Right. So let's dock. Hopefully we can finish the mission and get back to the space
Docking
economy.
granted.
All right. go. Pull in here. Cool.
You were hit.
Shit. You were? Escape.
Affirmative.
Successfully docked.
Right. Let's go. One of my Mercury Vanguards just got hit.
Hydra.
Where are we going? This way? Go to travel. Oh, see. Right. Ooh. Their own vessels come into dock. Cool. I like this carrier. I love the boron redesign. I think it looks really, really good. Jesus Christ.
Entering system.
Okay, God.
Kingdom end.
We just went through a jump gate and I was on the surface of the vessel. Hello. Greetings. Alright. Right, go downstairs. Go to the bridge.
Awaiting orders.
Go speak to Leda Way.
How gracious and polite of you to come.
Alright. So we're back in boron space. Hello, how did we do?
Welcome again.
Right, you wanted to see me?
Yes, indeed. I would like to give you my most heartfelt thanks and appreciation for
You're
supporting
sterile
us
now,
in this darkest hour. You and everyone else far exceeded my expectations, especially considering the unfortunate turn of events. Of course, I also remember the reward that was mentioned in the official posting. Though I will need you to restore your temporary ship assignment to us.
Okay. I hereby return my ship. Okay. So you seem dissatisfied. What were the Kark trying to do?
We do not know the answer to that, not with any certainty. It seemed, though, as if they had realized that without capital ships, their attacks against our construction operation and our carrier could only serve as a distraction. The true target, therefore, may have always been our supply transports. The Ka'ak may have even deliberately eschewed them in the beginning to make us think of them as mindless drones. Tinfi Ga has raised such a possibility with me, and I greatly value her loyalty and experience. She also thinks that we forced the Ka'ak into a corner, that they were forced to devise a radical and risky plan despite little prospect of success. Fortunately, events such as these are now a thing of the past. The highway will drastically limit the likelihood of our species interacting in the future, so perhaps we are now safe from them, and they from us.
Yeah. Fair dues, I guess we'll see. To be fair, we did attack them. They were minding their own business and we came in and attacked their shit. Okay. You seem dissatisfied.
Am I truly that easy to read? Oh well. You see, in the moment, it seemed to me that our attack on the Ka'ak Conclave was unavoidable, that they were most likely planning an attack even before our intrusion. Hookah Bo assures me that I have done the Queendom proud and that I made the proper and logical decision. But there remains a lingering doubt, a fear that I have betrayed my conviction for no palpable gain. But please, do not concern yourself with such considerations. There is a victory to be celebrated today.
Okay. Right, I hereby return my ship.
I never doubted your honesty and
Is
trustworthiness.
running away with it an option?
And I am pleased to bestow upon you the due reward for your highly esteemed contributions. But,
Cool.
as I have just been informed, that is not all. Please consider paying a visit to the crew quarters, where someone should be waiting for you.
I don't want some fucking boron escort or whatever. No, thank you. 750,000 credits. Okay. Right, I'll take my leave.
And my eternal gratitude shall accompany you.
Right. Talk to your Finn leader. Yeah, how do you think they'd do it? It's probably like, lay the eggs and then sort of spray. It's like how salmon breed. That's how I'm guessing. Hang on. Right.
Victory! Praise
Polyphides,
What?
21 full years have passed since the late Queen Menelaus concluded her reign.
Oh,
Right. Hello.
Fellow pilot?
Right. Lady Way told me to talk to you.
Indeed, as he well should have. Since Lilac Finn was merely a temporary arrangement to aid the mission in Sanctuary of Darkness, some of my subordinates are now looking towards new opportunities. This is, of course, all well and proper. One of my most promising pilots has made a request to be transferred to your command.
Hey.
Naturally, I heartily endorse her request. She is anticipating your review in this very room.
Cool. We have a potential pilot. Here she is.
sir,
Hello, greetings. Skill of 3 piloting.
can I help?
Great, fantastic. Healer Fee is with us. Can I give a seminar? Basic seminar for management. No, a good pilot. Excellent. Right. Fire. Fire immediately. No, this is good. A tier 3 pilot is excellent. Right, let's assign you. Would you... I could always, for now, assign her to the freebie. I mean, obviously, sending her to a military ship would be a waste. Okay. So, would you please... maybe go to my player ship for the moment. The Barracuda player ship. Assign role. Service crew, no free spaces. Are we full? What about the freebie? No free spaces? For real? Where would we have free spaces? Probably assign... hang on, where's the... just for now. Assign her to the primary dolphin, my first dolphin of Alpha Group. Make her the new captain of it, and we can always, swap over.
Acknowledged.
So that's my first and, rather prestigious dolphin ship, although it does need an upgrade.
I trust the hiring ceremony has gone well. Then I believe this ultimately concludes our cooperation, permanently this time. Let me again wish you farewell and safe travels.
Thank you very much, Laidaway. We did it! Okay.
Hello there.
Greetings. How are you feeling?
After that awesome and scary battle, you mean? Relieved, I suppose? We both made it out in one piece, and that is what really counts. You kept it together well out there, by the way.
Thank you. Okay, what are your plans for the future?
Well, I am going to retire to some nice, cozy... Wait, did I mention that before? Anyway,
Huh?
all this fighting is getting a bit old. Or maybe it is I who is getting old. I am thinking... Jamshala or Aishma? Jamshala's main perk is that I still have a lot of extended family living down there. From before the dark. So Aishma it is. I would ask you to come and visit, but you seem so very busy traveling the gate network, right?
Yes, indeed. Right. Well, safe travels to you, Tinvi.
Sure.
Right. Is the suit cracked? No, I think that's just the design of them. I think his is similar. They're not cracked. Okay. Yeah, this room does seem argon. What's that about? Human
Back
furniture.
again.
Hang on.
A keen observation. The Queendom of Boron and the Argon Federation worked closely together in preparation for the Dark. Turrets, military doctrine, efficient subdivision of aerated interiors, uncomfortable chairs. If you pay attention, you can see their influence everywhere.
Uh-huh. You don't talk like a boron.
Oh my. I am, of course, fully and entirely capable of employing the verbose and ostentatious mannerisms of my people. Unless I want to tease the adorable stickler over there. Or talk to my flight. Really, no time for flowery antics during a battle. So best get used to it.
Okay. Take care.
Sure.
Right. Sorry for those joining the stream. Yeah, so we're on a boron carrier, so think the Mon Calamari. We've just concluded a mission with them to try to activate the accelerator, which is going through a particularly dangerous part of space. So I'm hoping with that activated now. Hang on. Go up to the docking area. Gonna have to recall one of my ships. Tell it to come here. I'll tell the freebie to come here. Well, not the freebie, my new Barracuda. Right, so where are we now? So we're parked just inside Kingdom's End. My fleet is still in Sanctuary of Darkness awaiting orders. Very good. Tell the Barracuda to fly here then, please. Fly and dock, pick me up. Where am I? I'm here? Yep. So please dock and wait. Alright. But yeah, so over here, folks. So this weekend I've been editing Daisy Bullshittery Part 15. I must admit, it's really difficult. It's a very difficult bullshittery. Lots of, it's a cross from my own back. I'm the one who's making it difficult. But so lots of text requiring precision and 3D animation. Lots of comps that have to work together in certain ways. It's really quite tricky. Teleport. You can do that? Hang on. It's fine. They're literally just here. Look, they're coming over now. Alright. If it doesn't have the old Daisy bullshittery intro, we riot. Alas, I don't have that right now. So pretty much all of the old bullshitteries have been claimed to hell by the slightest presence of any music track. In comes big music corporation to declare that the video is theirs now. YouTube is a shithole. Alright. How's the heat wave? The heat wave in the United Kingdom has died down, mercifully. Where's the Barracuda? Here it comes. How do you decide what becomes a bullshittery? Well, I just take everything, all the streams, Pete, and I just file them in the relevant folders. So every game that I play sits on my hard drives for a while, and then when it goes off Twitch, I upload it to a private website for people to view it below. The closet, it's a bit expensive and it's a bit small, so please don't hug it to death. So once they're off Twitch, it all goes there, and then all of the footage gets uploaded onto a NAS drive, like a big storage drive. After that, once enough of it has collected, I just start going through it to see if enough highlights can be made. As deciding which ones get made, the patrons and the Twitch subscribers vote. I give them a bunch of options for what I could try, and they vote for it. And then that's every other. So that's 50% of the time. The other half is when I pick it. I just pick something. How many terabytes do I have so far in the closet? I don't know, but it's double digits. It's massive. I can actually check if I just logged into it. A lot of what's happening recently is that companies, says Golden Rupee, are starting to use AI agents to scan for copyright violations, and those AI agents are shit at determining what is actually a violation. Yep! Tale as old as time. It's been that way for years. In fact, a lot of the RimWorld playthroughs were getting flagged because somebody had, quite literally, either somebody or a bot had copyright claimed the sound of rain. No, I'm not joking. Can I just teleport to it then? Let's try and just teleport. Woo. Nope, that didn't work.
Last order could not be completed.
Yes, it did. Never mind, it did work. Cool, we've been teleported aboard. Lovely. Can I take command, please? Thank you.
Sir?
Lovely. So we're back aboard our Barracuda combat ship. Well done. Did we take any casualties? So 3 combat Barracudas? No, we're good. Everyone survived. Wonderful. Okay, so with that mission complete, we got paid quite handsomely, which is lovely. Hang on, are we still next to the carrier? Yes, we are. We're getting dragged along. Pull out away from the carrier. Get clear of its wake. Right. There we go. Yep, SD Peppers, it's been bullshit for a long time. Long time. Okay. Right, okay, so, before we started that mission, I was having a scout around boron space to discover opportunities, and indeed I found some. Hang on, just zoom out. So I was looking for trade opportunities and things that I could pursue. Before we do... Yeah, so I was going to look at graphene refining here. Before I do that... So... Oh, look at that! It's on! Okay. Kark defense platform. Yeah, avoid them. Okay. So, yeah, ships can simply travel straight... What's that? Is that a carrier? Boron Orca. Is that a construction vessel? I'm not sure. But yeah, people can just use the highway to get back and forth. Evading the Kark entirely. Alright. Let's go back to the HQ. We'll take a moment. Alright. Then I'm going to have a look at the profitability of my 2 existing stations, and then potentially have a look at getting a graphene refinery, maybe. Looks like the boron space here really needs some graphene. Alright. Hi there, Jake. The start of my family visit riding a ferry was listening to the streams. Hi there. Weird part, it continued through your dreams when you're asleep. That is creepy.
Entering system. Sanctuary of Darkness.
Right. You know what? Some people do occasionally listen to the streams when they sleep, which means I need to start playing loud and annoying noises just to wake them up. Or what's something spookier? Like they will be on the edge of their... No. Like an annoying song, so they can't get out of their heads. I'll start playing Crazy Frog or something. Just take a break and play Crazy Frog. Hang on. There you go. Nerdy says, I will unsubscribe. And I will not blame you. Yes, Baby Shark or something. Oh. Wait, we're here? Where are we? Shit, we're only halfway. Really? It only goes... Oh, I see. Well, that's a threat, surely. What? It stops here, literally next to the Kark. This is your idea of a good fucking jump accelerator? Jesus. So there's this window here where the Kark could attack everybody. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Right, avoid them. Do I have a spare satellite I can stick here just to see what the fuck is going on? Let's have a look. Stand by. Deploy civilian advanced satellite. There we go. Advanced satellite deployed. Lovely. That'll show me... Good, I've got another one over there. Wonderful. Right. So yes, so over the weekend doing lots of editing. The place is a bit grubby, frankly. The bungalow's a bit grubby because I didn't really have time to do any cleaning. At least it wasn't so scorching. Yeah. So pickled some cucumbers. Chopped down some more, harvested some vegetables. I also lifted up the fly cover, you see. I've got this great big fly cover on my
system. Great
on my
reef.
cabbages because I'm desperately trying to protect my cabbages from the caterpillars and the aphids and stuff. Did not work. My cabbages are absolutely infested with little insects. So I went scorched earth, motherfucker, and I got out the big hose. And I started spraying down my cabbage leaves with great anger. I was bringing down the wrath of the hose god. And every time I found caterpillars just devouring my cabbages, I destroyed them. And then as I was going through and I was sort of lifting up the netting to sort of kill as many aphids as I could, I noticed, to my delight, scores and scores of really, really mature ladybird larvae. They're really cool looking. They look like something out of sci-fi. They were really beautiful with their colours really coming in. So I carefully made sure, like a a merciful god, I made sure that all the ladybird larvae were fine. I moved them carefully to the edges of the leaves and refused to spray them. So yeah, the ladybird larvae, they absolutely devour aphids by the hundreds. So I need as many of them as possible, please. Right. So where are we? Yeah, we're in Great Reef. So let's go over and see what was happening. Yeah. So this is the new platform. Yeah, the new station that I was building. Oh, look at that. Boron Trading Station. Is it built now? They're probably going to try to expand. All right. There we go.
Jump gate, barren shores.
So we have... No, wait. We don't want to go to... Jump gate, barren shores. We want to go here. Where is it? Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. We're going the right way. Indeed, the ladybirds are going to destroy the aphids, I hope. Yep, the ladybirds, looks like an alien life form, doesn't it? It's cool. Never heard of them called ladybirds before? He's talking about the beetle. The name of the beetle is the ladybird beetle. It's just the name of the beetle. So when people say ladybugs, they're saying it wrong. That's not a name of a beetle. It's the ladybird beetle. Alright. Okay. No, he's like, Soviet, let it go. No! No, you fucking say it right. For fuck's sake.
Entering
Sound
system,
like idiots when you say
shores.
ladybugs. Sound like a bunch of idiots. Hello, Lulu.
Jump gate, watchful gaze, mammoth,
Okay, where is
vanguard. Refined goods complex.
It's like in Game of Thrones. So there was a line in Game of Thrones season 1, and it still bugs me. It's that classic American thing where they say, "I could care less," and it's like Jaime Lannister says it in conversation with Tywin, where it's like, you care what people think of you. I could care less what people think of me. It's like, no, you couldn't care less. Yeah, it's just so irritatingly wrong. It's the opposite of what you're trying to say. Alright. Hang on. Hey, sweetie. Hi, where have you been? Have you been causing trouble in the bungalow? Have you been causing trouble? Yes. Who's your good dog? Big puppies. Hi. Yay. Yay. For those who are not familiar, her name is Lulu. She is a 10-year-old Frenchie. She's a bit frail now, unfortunately. She's doing her best, but she has a wee pram. And when she's out on walkies with me, she walks as far as I can, and then I scoop her up and I stick her in the pram. Now, normally she's supposed to face forward so that she can obviously see the direction that she's going, but forward there are no treats. Towards the back there are loads of treats because I've got a little treat holder. So instead she scoots round to place her bottom facing forward and her head facing straight up, gazing at me. She hopes that if she acts to maximum cuteness, she'll get treats, and she's right. But also what she doesn't know is that some of the treats that I give her, they're in this small pot of dried kibble treats, you see. And it's just shitty kibble. But because it's coming from the treat area, she thinks that, oh my god, it's treats, it has to be treats. But I'm just giving her shitty kibble that she turns her nose up to anyway. Because she's not very smart. I love her to pieces, but she's as dumb as a rock. You are as dumb as a rock. Yeesh. Yeah, I'm scamming her. In the same way that sometimes if I'm preparing food that I know that she's picky with, I'll be chopping up on a chopping board or something, or like mixing like dog food from a tin. I'll be mixing it in the tin, and then I'll be like, "Oops!" and I accidentally have a bit of it drop, like a big chunk of meat drop onto the floor. And of course, Lulu rushes over immediately because it's human food that has been dropped, and then she devours that piece, thinking she's being so clever. But in reality, I just trick her into eating a small bit of the dog food to make her think that it's actually human food that I was going to eat. So you think you're being clever. And then, of course, she devours her own meal because she's like, yes, I'm getting human food. It's just dog food. It's just dog food tin. Oh, dear. Right. Yeah, Lulu's convinced that she's a genius. Yes, but your brain is tiny. Your brain is tiny. Right, hang on. So, let's check out the profitability of our station, shall we? So, for those who are not familiar with the X series, essentially it's a space economics game, and as part of those economics, I've built the penises. The trio of penises. So these are water-producing stations, you see. Water-producing modules on a station. Cut engine. This is my space station. I own it. I built it. And it has two purposes. One is to generate water from ice, which we're buying locally. And the other one is to produce bofu, a boron foodstuff, and sell it locally. So, let me review its progress. Right. So, hello. The bofu and water production. Sorry, pardon me. Okay. Let me take a moment to withdraw all the funding for its construction. Take it back to the corporation. Okay, I see 416,000 credits in its inventory, which isn't as impressive as I was hoping. Let's have a look. So your manager is called Tata No, a level 3 manager. Show me your wares, please. Storage. Okay. Bofu. What does the brown mean? 40 minus 408. Is that a sale? Are we about to have a sale? Is green incoming? Yeah, I see. Green is incoming and brown is leaving. Okay. So somebody's just about to make a big bofu purchase. Okay. Bow gas is nearly maxed out. Energy cells, plankton, water. There's also about to be a water purchase. Okay. Tell me more. Let's go to your information. So show your transaction log, please. Okay. So according to this, the total credits. What did we leave you with? Okay. So what's that? 74,000 credits. Oh, hello. Okay. So where was the transfer? Oh, hang on. Is that what the blue line is? What's that? So 458,000. Okay. So does that mean that because you climbed over this blue line, that's your operating cost, isn't it? I think. Is this a transfer to me? The blue line is what I've selected. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry. I'm with you. Sorry. It's showing where... Damn. Okay. So what was this then? So here we had a high point. So a whole bunch of water was sold to the boron water trading dolphin. That was 14 minutes ago. Okay, then we bought a whole load of ice. Okay. From an ice miner. Loads of ice. Okay, ice. And then a Mercury Vanguard. My Mercury Vanguard. We did what? Incoming transfer from a trade order. Chat, you're weird. Okay, as you can see, we're buying lots of ice. And it's eating into our profits. Okay. So does it ever make... Oh, Jesus. Does it ever make a transfer to me? Yeah. We should get our own ice miners operational. They're clearly getting it. Okay. So, I mean, I do have 2 miners over here at the HQ. So this is the Heretic's End ore mine. We need to get more storage, that's for sure. Refined metals, ore is full. Yeah, because we're not doing a good job of selling them because the pilot... Because the pilot wasn't good enough to make... Oh, and hang on, a tier 3 manager. So it should be good enough to sell the refined metals. Damn it, we need to open up this the split over here. They would like to buy bought refined metals, but they don't like us enough. Who are the ZYA? If we can get a new customer... Hang on. And I need to... Okay, so get a new customer with the ZYA. The Zyath Patriarchy. Sell to the Patriarchy. So Patriarch Zyath has always been known to be a hardened warrior. He served under Patriarch Ron Carr before the gate shut down, but due to his system's close proximity to Xenon space, he learnt how to be self-sufficient. This familiarity with self-reliance would become his biggest asset when, as the larger split empire was disconnected, he rose to power, unifying the neighboring patriarchs under him. When the gates reconnected, the Zyarch Patriarchy emerged as the clear victor. Many long-established patriarchs have died during those tumultuous times, while many families in close proximity came together under the Zyarth. Other families seized the same opportunity to declare their independence from the former patriarch Ron Carr. Now the ambitious Zyarth seeks to unify all split, even the free families, under his banner. Okay. Potential customer. What do they think about me? Enemy, -13. We should do a couple of missions for them, try to improve our relations. Okay. So you're not currently allowed to dock any ships, which means no trading, functionally. Okay. So let's see if we can become friends with the Zyarch Patriarchy for the sake of... Yeah, I suppose you're right, Conrad. We should look into getting, graphene and hull parts, maybe. More stations. Yeah, pour our money into more stations, frankly. And get another miner for this guy. Transfer one miner from these two. Okay, hold on. So, a few different jobs I need to do. So, go to... Right, the Heck Incorporate... So, what am I trying to do? Water boat... Right, so here, at the ore mine, tell its Vulture Vanguard... I'm going to have to give it manual orders, I'm afraid, because it doesn't have the skill to find a local buyer. Please sell all of the refined metals currently there. So, please trade with... Get all... Yeah, local purchase... and sell over here. There we go. Confirm. About 93,000 credits. Then assign one of the two drills over here. So your new mission is to be an ice miner. So please become a miner for... There's already one here. The Bofu and water production. Oh, of course, the Xenon chip that I acquired. Where are you? You're currently over here. What are you doing? Searching for resources. Ah. Stop buying wares that I'm producing. Yeah. So we don't know where the ice is? Yes, it's the corporate logo, nerdy, the smiley face, but I need to set a custom one, something a bit more fun. Just haven't really had the time. Hi there, Captain Horse. Nearby stores here in Finland recently got toffee pops. I don't know what that is, sorry. Is that British? What is a toffee pop? Let's have a look. Sorry, did I? Nerdy? Sorry, Reaver. Hang on. Toffee pop. I don't know what they are, sorry, I haven't seen those. Strange. Okay. Right, thank you, Zyphon. Thank you very much, Zyphon. Looks like a Jaffa cake. Ooh. Right. Okay, so sell those wares, transfer one miner, but it doesn't matter if we can't find ice. So, I mean, where are these guys getting the ice from? Hang on. Who's that? So Taladi Mineral Miner.
An arena. Mineral. Vanguard.
So where are you getting the ice from, I wonder? Presumably you have ice. I don't know. Okay, we've got to search for some ice. What happened to that Vanguard courier that I owned that was doing... Hang on. So that's the heck. There it is, Courier Vanguard. Ocean of Fantasy. Courier Mineral, mine resources for Heretic's End. That's the HQ. Yeah, I need to make this more efficient, frankly. Alright. Does the HQ have... Do I still have... hang on, go to build plan. Production modules. Yeah, I'm still producing metals. Okay, so my corporation is gimped by the fact that we We're producing metals and have no buyers nearby. And now we're trying to produce food and water. And while the food is going to be making money, certainly, we're having to buy all of the ice to make the water, which is eating into our profit margin. Okay. How is the food... Sorry, here at Barren Shores. Let me actually have a look and see. So, Barren Shores Bofu and Water Production Facility. Please show me the transaction log. Can you just show me Bofu? Okay. 18,000 credits for Bofu. I mean, Bofu's going to have, like, beyond energy... Well, there's going to be barely any footprint for Bofu. Yeah, for Bofu. So, most of the Bofu sales will just be pure profit. Bofu. Is that just... No, it's not really helping. Hi there, Mad Menon. You found 100 advanced satellites in a Xenon miner that you found. Yeah. I found 100 laser towers in one of mine. 99 laser towers. I thought it was pretty cool. Alright. I deployed some of them over here. Oh, look at this. The Terrans. They're trying to assist. Oh, look. The Terrans are even deploying laser towers. How cool. Neat. What is that, anyway? Terran Intervention Corps Tokyo. Destroyer or a carrier, maybe. Okay, we need more profits. We definitely need more profits. Let's... Hang on. I need to... Yeah, so before I move on from this, can we find a way of scanning for ice? Where are these guys finding ice? Barren Shores, Bofu, Dolphin Mercury. These are all the traders. Drill. Okay, Beta Group. What are you doing? Fly and wait. Must be one of these. A Courier Vanguard, a Courier Mineral. One of you. It must be you, the Courier Vanguard, Beta Group. Aha, are you prospecting? What are you doing? You're currently in Ocean of Fantasy. But what are you doing? Flying and waiting. Okay. I'm gonna hang on. I'm gonna override you. Go here to this wharf, please. So who are you assigned to anyway? The HQ, probably. Okay, I'm going to reassign you. Your orders are now to begin upgrades and repairs. Pick up a whole bunch of resource... Where are they? Not nav beacons. Resource probes. Pick up 20, please. Oh, you've already got them? Okay. Then, begin prospecting for these guys. Prospect, please, as part of Group Gamma. Okay. There we go. New commander. So let's see. And do you have them? If I just check your loadout. Go to loadout. Go to... Nav 20. Yeah, okay, we're good. Look in the sector info to see if there's ice, says Reggae. Oh, what the fuck? Is it open? It's open! We know that there's ice in Getsufune. How did this get open? Okay, this gate that was blocked. Do you remember it a couple of streams ago? When I couldn't get through? Between Ocean of Fantasy and Getsufune, it's open. Which is, yeah, okay. There's tons of ice in there. Right, get over there. Get over there and start finding ice. Get our ice miners over there. Alright, start producing a shit ton of water and selling it back to the Boron. Okay. As for me, I'm going to quickly take my fighter wing over to the ZYA, the Zioth Patriarchy. We're going to go work for the Patriarchy. Okay. Let's go. So please start guidance to this location. Initiate
engaged.
Let's see if we can get the Patriarchy to like us enough to the point that they'll become a bit of a buyer for us. Okay. So, also, what would it take to manufacture hull parts? Because they also seem to be in high demand, along with the water. Advanced electronics is always in high demand. Hull parts, what would it take? Hang on. Go to the encyclopedia. Hull parts. So hull parts require graphene. Okay, well, we should probably start with graphene then. Refined metals. Okay. Graphene. The borons desperately want graphene. So, graphene. Sorry, encyclopedia again. Graphene. Produced from refining and heavily modifying methane gas in the modern era, graphene is a semi-metal that has many uncommon properties. Due to its strength and resistance to heat and electricity, it is used to produce a variety of tech-level resources, and it's also used to help in the reinforcement of hull plates. So, energy and methane, that's it. So,
Entering system. Watchful gaze.
let's go and order up a new plot.
I was asked to drop my cargo. Awaiting orders.
Time to fuck off. Where is that? Oh look, SCA. Right. Flee. Shit, she's coming. Enjoy Stellaris fish. Get out of there. Okay, maybe we need to get a military presence in Getsufune. Hi there, Mercy. Good morning to you too. Get out of there. Right. So, let's have a look and see. I mean, we should probably just build it in watchful gaze, really. Oh, look! The boron are creeping in. They would expand, wouldn't they? Building a defense platform. Right. We didn't have the reputation to get an administrative center. Maybe should I put a rush on that? Because I don't want to have to pay like prices to the boron to build stations in watchful gaze. Hang on. Go to encyclopedia. Tell me about the administrative centers. Okay, sector ownership claim, yes. Yeah, we need to try and work on that, don't we? Fuck, so many things to do. Okay, let's reverse course. Autopilot over here to the faction leader. Is he even there? Shipyard. Where's he gone? Was he not here?
Autopilot. Disengaged.
Yeah, get that see if we can pay for one to get the sector under control. Really? You think my courier got destroyed? Getsufune? No, they're okay. No, that's a drill miner. How can you tell? No, she's fine. She just fled to the asteroid belt. Alright. How's the heat, Nerdy Nard? It's broken, thankfully. It's cooler in the UK now. Okay. So, here at Watchful Gaze, let's see if we can set up a factory for graphene. Why not just do it in Barren Shores anyway? Hang on. Or even over here. Fuck it, we'll set it up in boron space all the way over here. Manage plots. Can I buy one over here? How expensive is it? Create a new plot. Not too bad. Okay, we can't scout that out. Send a ship to scout it out, please. I've got one in split space. Send my... Where are you? I did have one in split space. Where have you gone? It was a discoverer. Sort by free ships. Discoverer Vanguard. There you are. Discoverer Vanguard. Could you please go over to boron space and look for a suitable place to build the graphene refinery? Thank you. And then deploy a satellite there. Yeah, put it near-ish the highway for the sake of selling the graphene. Alright. Thank you, Duckslayer. Hi there, Duck. Thank you. Hope you're well. So yeah, hang on a minute. I need to go grab a drink of water. 1 second, I'll just go grab a drink of water. There is a... Oh yeah, also, so the other day, I was so Lulu had a bath. So Lulu rolled in something horrible, so I gave her a bath. And first I went up into the attic to find the boiler because it's in the attic for some reason. And I turned down the hot water all the way to the cool setting because I wanted it to just be lukewarm. Normally I have very hot showers, but even still I wanted to have hot water but not too hot. Anyway, so I turned it down to lukewarm water and gave her a really long shower with lots of shampoo, and she really liked it. You could tell that normally she doesn't like baths, but she was enjoying it because it was hot and it was uncomfortable, it was sticky, so I was giving her a nice warm-ish shower. Anyway, so afterwards she was running around with the zoomies and being, her normal self, and you even noticed it was at the end of the last stream on Friday, I think it was, and I noticed that something was weird with Lulu's tail. Didn't look right. She does actually have a tail. I know that it looks like she doesn't, but some Frenchies have this sort of skin fold, you see, over the back of their bum-bums, and she's got it, and her tail is hidden inside it. It's a very tiny tail, and she gets very uncomfortable if I try to touch it. She doesn't like it. Anyway, so I noticed that there was something a bit iffy with her tail. It was almost like it was bushy, like a rabbit. And what I realised, and I hadn't realised, and maybe this is just me being a bad dog owner, that sometimes, like, hair and stuff can get trapped in the fold, you see. Their face folds you got to clean regularly with cotton wool, but her bum fold had sort of like, it wasn't necessarily ingrown hairs, but just like the hairs had grown in, but then of course they hadn't been removed, so they're just sort of squished together to make this sort of very like bunched up, almost like a brush. Like lots of tail hairs sort of squished together. I noticed that as I gently sort of like inspected them, they started to come out easily. That's because they were just loose hairs. They'd already shedded, and the hot bath or the warm bath, it makes the fur that needs to shed will shed. Anyway, so I start sort of quietly removing some of these hairs, and I would reach my finger in and just sort of pull on the hair tips, and they would gently come out. And the face that she pulled was one of bliss. Like, she was loving it. And I would just start reaching, just gently pinch and just start removing a handful of these little brushy fur, like hair. And she was on cloud nine. She was in heaven. Like, she was getting so much pleasure by just me grooming her tail hairs. Because obviously it was uncomfortable, and obviously it had been uncomfortable for a while, and I was just essentially plucking her tail, and she loved it. She melted. She was on my lap, and she just went she just flopped down. Yeah. So I groomed her tail essentially, and it hadn't been done in a long time, and yeah. No, she totally just it was like she was given a massage or something. So afterwards she was super duper happy. No, her tail, Hal Boffindos. Her tail. You weirdos. Anyway, let me just get a drink of water while we're flying. Hang on. Okay, wait, this doesn't look right. I've flown off course, haven't I? Hang on. Yeah.
Autopilot engaged.
Whoops, I was flying in the wrong direction. My bad. I was wondering why it was taking so long to get to the gate. Right. The dog is melting off her couch. Yeah. She does that. She's flopped. Right.
Jump gate.
Whoops.
Barren Shores.
I flew more than 1,000 kilometers away. Oopsie daisy. That was silly. Let's get back on course. Alright. Yep, we're flying back here. My Discoverer Scout has probably overtaken me anyway. Where is it? Damn it, I keep doing that. Where is it? Click on that. It's currently... Yep, it's overtaking me. Good. Alright. Hang on. You're right, sausage. She's just gone up and remembered that she's a dog. Hi. Behind me, my air conditioning experiment completely failed. So, I was trying to hook up 2 tubes, as everyone on Reddit seems to be doing in the heat wave. So that tube from the shitty air conditioning unit goes up and outside, and this was supposed to be an intake tube with a bit of cardboard box and duct, like a cardboard box and some duct tape. Anyway, I think all I did was suffocate the airflow because I was causing ice to build up on the condenser fin things, and then the whole thing was malfunctioning. So, whoopsie daisy. So what I'm doing now is on Wednesday, this Wednesday, I've got a spare piece of MDF that's arriving, and I'm going to try again. So I'm going to try to have so essentially this long snaky tube went all the way outside. This time I'm going to try a wider tube, so a different one I've ordered, wider tube up to a much larger hole, straight to the outside. See if I don't suffocate the airflow next time. Can I just buy a more powerful AC? I can, but expensive. A more powerful AC in my particular case would be modifying the entire building to take an air conditioning unit, which is complex in the United Kingdom. Although, that being said, my particular bungalow is in a better position to do so than most, and I probably will. Yeah. For here in the UK, air conditioning is not common. Yeah, absolutely, SCP. Of course, I'll be hiring a professional for full installation. Why do you need an intake tube, says Crundug. I've got an AC of the same style, I just have the outlet to the window. Well, according to what I was reading, and don't crucify me because I don't really know for sure. Oh god, I went for miles, what the fuck? The problem is that if you have a strong heat wave outside where the air is scorching, and you have one of these air conditioning units with just as a single tube, so it now outputs that dumps the hot air out here. The intake is here, it's round the back. So it's taking in the air from the room, cooling it, and dumping the heat outside, and then blasting the cool air this way. Now the problem is you're creating this zone of negative pressure, because the new air has to come in from somewhere. You're draining it from the room and blasting it outside. So because of that, it's dragging air in from the rest of the building. If you've got the door open on the inside, then it's pulling the air in from elsewhere. Now the issue is, if it's scorching outside, you're dragging in the scorching air from gaps in the window. And if your air conditioner is not able to take that, you're just warming up the room by dragging in the outside air. The 2-tube system is meant to make sure that essentially air's coming from outside, air's dumping outside. So you don't have this negative pressure room, all you've got is the cold air coming in, and you've got neutral pressure. So the only thing that should be in the room is the output of the cool air. So that's the rationale behind the dual tubes. Or like a dual air conditioning system that's been known for ages. How long will the heat wave last? Well, this particular heat wave has gone in the UK. It started to move further east into Europe now, which is merciful. Yeah, it was unbearable. It was really awful. But yeah, bear with me, Crunduck, because I didn't get it to work. Ball says, my idiot neighbour hermetically sealed his flat, so he ended up drawing air from mine. Oh, really? There's a potential another heat wave early next week. Oh, fucking hell. Honestly, it's frightening. It really is frightening. It's very, very frightening. There's no two ways about it. Because honestly, I'm. It's going to sound like alarmist, but I'm fearful about the drinking water. Not like, oh, it's a bit hot and stuffy. Like, I'm worried about the aquifer. Because I was reading the reports regarding Brighton and Hove's aquifer, and it's very, very pressured. So obviously things are going to get complicated if suddenly there's not enough safe drinking water, and we've got to start moving around tankers of it and buying tankers of it. How much do I pay for water monthly? Good question. Need to look it up. Right. Oh shit! Have we stopped? Must have hit something. Yeah, I think I hit something. There we go. Hang on. We're back on. Kent has introduced a hosepipe ban? Yeah. Right. There we go. Nearly there. Ball says, you're living right next to the Alps, and with the glaciers all but gone, they're turning into gigantic radiators for the continent. Yeah. Yeah, it's very scary, frankly. It is very, very scary. Right. My fighter wing are pursuing. Right, so while we're flying to where we're going... Yeah, I'm going to look into buying an administrative centre, if we can afford it. Or at least see if I can... if my reputation even lets me have access to it. So, this Discoverer Vanguard... Okay, good. We found chemical... So, Plankton Farms Chemical Labs. Please go here and drop down a single advanced satellite. Then, we'll purchase a plot here. And see if we can set up a graphene refining facility.
Entering system. Barren Shores.
Okay. We'll give it a manager. We'll try to, scan for methane. And again, maybe I should wait until we actually get the scans back from the prospect. Oh, look, they're prospecting. Okay. Ice or allographene scrap silicon. But yeah, crucially, ice. Okay. So with the presence of ice confirmed... At the Bofu construction, let's hang on. So the Bofu and water production, Mercury. So these are my traders going back and forth. Drill. Oh, you on it? That was quick. I think he's on it. How are you doing? Capacity. Ore. He's currently full of ore. Oh, is he mining ore? 260 units of ore. You gonna dump that and get ice? Let's see what he does. So Getsu Fune. So this is a miner that's assigned to the Bofu and water facility. Just need to make sure he's got ice. He's getting ice. There we go, ice. 900 units of ice. Okay, could you please just dump the ore? Can I get you to eject it? Drop, drop. Whoops. Drop. No? Yes? Dropping. Drop. There we go. That's how I did it. Lovely. Where are you going? Ship type. Is he heading back already? Okay. Good. Wonderful. Okay, so now we have access to ice, and we have a miner that's capable of getting it. So I'm hoping that we won't have to purchase so much, ice to get... Well, we may as well just switch off the purchasing of it. So at the Bofu production facility, no more buying of ice, please. It's eating into profits. So go to logistical overview. Ice.
Entering system. Great Reef.
So yeah, incoming ships selling ice. All of these, we're buying it. Yes, hugely eating into our profits. Okay, so buy offers. Let's switch that off. Buying up to nothing, right? Is that have I done that correctly? No, I haven't done it correctly. Says Trey Tosi. If you don't have a buy order, the miners can't sell it in finger quotes to you. Cancel this reservation. You sure? Make a trade rule to only buy it for yourself. Okay. Cancel all their reservations. Add the trade rule. I've already got one. Hang on. Right. You sure? Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I could just look at the encyclopedia entries for the sectors. Yeah. Alright. Change settings to only your ships. Okay, we'll see how it does. So let's see if that single ice miner can give us enough ice to keep... Yeah, so this is what we really want to sell. So let's have a look. So sell... Is that... What's that? Is that... It says green. Incoming ships buying the water. One of our dolphins. Okay. Do that for energy. Do that for the energy cells too. Maybe leave it for now. Maybe leave it for now. See how it does. Okay, so I'm hoping. Yeah, keep selling Bofu. Maybe expand the Bofu production
Autopilot. Disengage.
if it's always sold out. We here? We're here. So please dock here. Hang on, he's not here. Where is the faction leader? Can I open up comms with you, please? Any friendly vessel? We're looking for the leader.
Dolphin.
Hello.
Hello there.
Where can I find your leader? Your faction representative.
Sending you information now.
Wait, is that your faction leader? Of course, because you... damn it. So is it over... Yeah, this kingdom's end now, isn't it? So the leader is... Funfi something or other. Why can't I zoom out? There we go. I see. You're at the king... Ah, damn it. We've got to go all the way over there. Ugh. Okay, we've got to go all the way over there.
Autopilot. Engaged.
Let's go. Right, zoom out over here to the graphene. Here we go. So can I please purchase a plot in boron space? Will they let me? Let's build a new factory with the money that we've got. We've got 11.2 million. Right. So please create a new plot. And we're going to stick it... So price, a little bit further out, 66,000. We can always expand the plot later. So we've purchased a new plot from the boron. Please plan a build. Here we go. So... What I'm thinking, we should definitely save like a default shape of a station and then just add things to it. So, docking modules to start with. Get a large luxury docking thing. Right. Stick that there. Okay, so big docking thing, and we want to make... So meat, water, plankton... oh, of course, we need to actually get the graphene... manufacturing facilities. Yeah. Okay, we'll start with getting a dock. Build that there. Hang on. Don't block the space. Oh, fuck. This process is not very easy.
Entering system. Sanctuary of Darkness.
Right, put it all the way at the top so there's plenty of room. Right. Put it underneath. Go underneath. I wish there was a way to just quickly snap. Like, I'm not really interested in dragging it around. I just want to snap it on like Lego. You know what I mean? How does one just go straight on? There we go. Right, okay, so park that there. And what we want to do is just start getting the basics built.
Danger. Hazardous region detected.
Yeah, because we've entered Sanctuary of Darkness, but we should be okay. Right. Should maybe do it the other way. Snap. Right. Okay. So, just start by building this.
Entering system.
So
Kingdom
we need a
end.
manager. Right, how much do we need to actually construct this? Average price. Accept the estimate. We have no estimate. Oh, confirm the changes. There we go. Accept the estimate. So 427,000 just to start with the basic frame. Assign or hire a builder. Queendom of Boron. Zoom out. Ah, lovely. Who's available, please? You're available. Could we please hire this walrus? Hiring fee, 50,000 credits. Thank you, walrus. Lovely. So we need Claytronics, energy cells, hull parts, and water. It snaps better before you drop it in the piece. Okay. Thank you. I'll give it a go. Right, close that menu. Right, so there's a basic platform that we're going to start building. So while we're over speaking to the boron representative, let's find out if they have graphene production facilities. Alright. Oh shit, I forgot to pay for the station's plot, did I? Build plan. Plot size. Buy the license. Buy the license. Buy license. There we go. Right. Sorry, yes, for those who are not familiar with the game that they're looking at, the X series, think of it like Eve but offline. It's a corporate builder where you start off with one ship and start buying additional ships and exploiting trade opportunities in a great big offline sandbox with all of these militaries and corporations and aliens and robots
stars.
and everything going back and forth, and you're just among them. Yeah. But yes, the difference between this and those games is scale. Oh shit. And bad pathfinding. This one quickly starts to outgrow those other examples. Before long, you've got a massive corporation bringing to bear massive military power to sort of assert your own dominance. Alright. So behind me, right now, I've only got a small corporate fleet, but I've got numerous fighters that are trailing slowly behind me. Because I'm outpacing them because I'm way faster. Alright. So we're heading over to that planet, the homeworld of the Boron. We would like to speak to their representative to see if we can buy a blueprint for an administrative center and a graphene refinery. So I don't know why the jump gates are so horribly misaligned with the pathfinding. There we go.
Entering Kingdom End 1.
But yeah, is it still for sale on the summer sale? If so, now's the time to pick it up if you would be interested in playing it. Okay. Thoughts on Star Citizen? I only played it the once. It was horribly broken and not ready. Alright. There we go. There's the shipyard over there. Thank you, Benched on Prog. Thank you very much, Benched. Oh yeah, so over the weekend I had another one of those moments that you occasionally have in life. You know those heavy moments where you stop and you look at the journey, the path behind you. You know those sort of retrospective moments when there's when everything's kind of quiet, especially at night. And you end up stopping and looking at the path that your life has sort of taken, and looking at some old photos or whatever. A bit sort of melancholic, I suppose. But I was sort of going, hey, that's the date that I did this. Oh, hey, that's the date that I got my first flat. You know, that sort of stuff. And just had another one of those. And what I ended up doing is, I was out of curiosity, I lost a job. I lost a job years ago, my first job. I was made redundant. And the reason I was made redundant is that the company that I worked for, which was a software, it mostly worked in localization, but also like quality assurance stuff. It was like a dedicated test house. And over the years, the company basically moved through like console stuff and website stuff. And then, of course, this was the rise of the smartphone. Before the rise of the smartphone, like circa 2025, 2026, that sort of era. And they worked in like mobile, so like mobile certification. This was like again, the rise of the smartphone before Apple just took over everything. And you had all of these different phone manufacturers like Motorola and BlackBerry and all of these others trying to sort of get certification for like certain things on their phone, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so while I worked for this company, I worked through like many different elements of it. And one key thread, one key element was that everything was very expensive. It was way cheaper to do things abroad, especially in Canada. So a lot of the work was going to Canada. And that's what happened to my job. My work started going over to Canada, where you could pay someone about 2/3 the price to get the same job. So there's your redundancy package, off you go. I was like, okay, well, thank you for your time. Me and everyone else, of course, I wasn't alone. And then I started working up in London. So that was the whole tale about me suddenly having to commute to London and being bored on the train with a laptop in front of me. And then that's when I decided to start editing for fun. This was like 2012. I started editing for fun, and eventually that editing turned into what you know as the bullshitteries. It was a private thing, bored on the train because I was commuting to London because I'd lost my job here in Brighton. I was curious. What happened to that first company?
Docking granted.
Now the dust has settled, what became of them? They collapsed. Or rather, they were bought out by some conglomerate and then folded in, and then the name and everything was all, retired and blah, blah, blah. They're gone. They're all gone. And I feel like an intense sense of, firstly melancholy, because
pleased to welcome you aboard.
What was it all for then? Money's the obvious answer, but it's like they're all gone now. But then also satisfaction, you done goofed. All of your attempts to, oh yeah, no, it's fine, we'll just take it abroad, it'll be cheaper. They're gone. They're fucking gone. So yeah, I raised my glass over the weekend of being like, bye bye, you dumb fuckers. Yeah.
Barracuda.
Whoop. SD Pepper says, you worked for a company that's now owned by a private equity firm. Yeah. One of these. But yeah, fuck them. They're gone. They're stupid. Fuck them. Right. Anyway, we've arrived. Let's go speak to... Sorry, for those not familiar with what's going on, we've arrived at a Boron shipyard. I'm just going to go speak to the representative of the faction. Hello. Greetings. You are the new leader.
Hello.
Unfortunately, Lady Wee has been replaced. Poor dude.
It is good to see you, friend.
Even though it literally is the same voice. I'd like to see the blueprints, please. Okay, so how much would it cost me? So let's have a look at the administrative... Is it defense? Okay, so done. Requires the Boron Advanced Module License awarded in the Queen's Night Ceremony. I guess we don't have that. Relations 20? Damn, Relations 16. Okay, we can't purchase the sector, essentially. Not yet. Okay. Right. Mora says, a trucking company that was on the verge of becoming $1 billion company had the grandson of the original owner and bellied up the company in 2 years. Oh, really? Thank you very much, Nog. I'm 20 with the Argon? Am I?
Pleasant travels.
Argon? Did the Argon like me that much? Oh, look at that. You're right. I can just get an Argon administrative center. Okay. Sweet. We'll do that then. My bad. I thought that I wasn't that high with them. All right.
It is good to see you, friend.
While I'm here, could I please have a look at the graphene production? So graphene production is... Do you have it? Composite electronics, bogas, claytronics, energy cells, graphene production. There you are. You're cheap. Pick up graphene production. What about methane production? Is that even needed? Confirm the purchase. Thank you.
Pleasant travels.
All right. Can I have a look? Hang on. Graphene. So it requires methane, but is methane? No, you just harvest it. That's it. You just mine it. Okay, it's easy peasy. Yeah, let's set up a big graphene operation then. And what? Oh yeah. Also, can I get?
Good to see you, friend.
Can I get some bigger storage, please? So storage modules. I've got little ones, haven't I? Could we please get some medium flavor, please? Or do I just go large?
Something hit us.
Something hit you? Escape then. Hang on.
Pleasant travel. It is good to see you, friend.
Attacked by Xenon. Attacked by the Xenon. What are they currently doing? You're fine. They're fine. Right.
It is good to see you, friend.
It's still good to see us. We'll just go large. Yeah, just go straight large then. So storage modules, boron large, all three of them, please. It'll cost me 2.7 million is quite expensive. Fuck it. Confirm. Right. Go large for the storage.
Pleasant travels.
Thank you. Right, so let's hop back in my Barracuda and start flying back to Argon Prime, while at the same time building that doobly-doo. Alright.
Barracuda.
Also, I need to keep track of the time because it's nearly the end of the stream and I've got lots of editing to do.
Can I help?
And I need to go for a jog or like do lift weights or something. So it's Monday, back to Monday, no longer in the heat wave. I need to go and work out. Right. So let's undock. But I am having fun. Alright. I looked at the wrong ship, did I? I hope the ship made it. Messages. Logbook. 554. I don't know. How's the ankle? Still a bit stiff. Probably going to focus on lifting weights for a while. I busted up my ankle and I don't know why. Just started hurting to run on. So I figured I'd do an exercise routine that didn't involve running for a while. Okay. Right, so over here then. So let's set let's set the autopilot course first. So take the main ship. Yeah, hang on. Get up. Right, cool. Captain Tatahar, would you kindly take us back, please? So Barracuda player ship, take us all the way to Argon Prime. Thank you. Go see the faction leader. That should be in the ship. No, in the wharf. They're in the wharf. President Hair is her name. There we go. She's got big hair. Did you play Factorio? Yes, many times. A lot of Factorio. Okay. So, with that underway, zoom out. Fuck. Remove that order. Keep doing that. Right. Go to... Where is it? Yeah, here. The plot that we've just purchased. Where is it? That's not it. The plot that we've purchased is here. Okay. So, we would like... Yeah, could I please build graphene refining? And what exactly does it require? Ever considered a Mass Factorio playthrough? Is that a name of a mod? Chiku? Mass? Or do you mean like with all the people, all like the viewers in it? Nah. Alright. So, graphene production. Here we go. So, graphene production, relatively cheap. Okay. Alright. I see, a lot of people for a day. Ugh, no. No. It's much better played solo and in slow fashion. Multiplayer Factorio was kind of lame, in my opinion. Right. It's like trying to play a puzzle game with multiple people, as in a literal puzzle, like a jigsaw puzzle. It's not really how it doesn't work that well, in my opinion. Sorry, storage. So liquid, small storage, large storage. Well, hang on. What is graphene? I don't know what graphene. So obviously methane is liquid, right? Hang on. So encyclopedia. So graphene. So graphene is what? So the final output of the wear will require storage type containers. Okay, so it's a container. Energy cells are container. Methane is liquid. So we need both. Okay. So, yeah. Liquid and container storage. So So plan build. Zoom in. Storage. Liquid and container. Oh, wow, look at that. It's cool looking. Liquid and container storage. What's this, like a fucking body with a rib cage? It's creepy. I like it. Ah, damn it. Why is this snapping so piss ass? There we go. What the hell? Dude, did you crash into something?
Entering reflected stars.
Oh, it's fucking wankery. I must be doing it wrong. It can't be this stupid. There we go. So is there a way to, if I hold down shift, can I move the whole factory? Control? Almost. That is what I wanted. Hi there, Captain Jade VT. Hi there indeed, Captain. Alright. Lovely. So then, production modules, graphene, well, yeah, energy cells too, but graphene production. Let's build one there. One there. Nope. Nope. Fuck's sake. What? Is it? Am I just dumb? No, I must be doing something wrong. Right, graphene production. I see. Is it just blocked? Is that why I won't let it? Turn around that way. Yes. Okay. It was simply blocked. Okay. So blocked there and there. Can we put 2 additionals down here, maybe? Like that. Why is it not? There we go. 1. Probably quite expensive, obviously. Am I building a factory or a transformer? Wait, what did I just press? Hang on. Yeah. Oh no. This needs to be flipped this way, otherwise it's going to look weird. Hang on. Oh, it's hurting my brain. Yes, there we go. Yes, there we go. Cool. Needs a head up there, doesn't it? Okay. Right, and what about energy cells? Now we can't obviously block the port over here, so is there enough room? Yeah, stick on the sides. Maybe just expand the plot. Yeah, just extend the plot this way. Extend the plot size. Is it the Y direction? Nope. Not the Z. Must be the X minus. There we go, X minus. Is that enough room? Fuck. X minus. No. Must be blocked by something. Oh, there we go. Does that work? Hey. Right, okay, so let me confirm the modules.
Entering towering wave.
So, pretty big and chunky. So, Claytronics, energy cells, hull parts and water. How much would it cost to offer on the open market? 2.6 million credits to buy these from local passing traders. Please do so. Lovely. That's our graphene production facility. The Towering Wave facility, let's call it the Towering Wave Graphene Refinery. Oh, I can't spell. Right. Excellent. And then we'll get a miner. What are we doing? Where are we? We are nearly there. Cool. What are we doing? You alright, bro? We've stopped for some reason. Failed orders. Failed orders? What's the issue? I don't know why you failed your orders. Off you go. Alright. Okay. So, if you'll forgive me, folks, sorry, I would love to keep on playing, frankly, because I've been gasping to play some video games, frankly. But I do have lots of work to do, and I've got to stay committed to it. I've also got a distraction, because, yeah, first, got to go work out. So, get some shorts on, go for a workout. This stream, I've managed to get ice mining going in our Bofu production plant, which hopefully should increase our profits. I've finished the mission with the boron to open up Sanctuary of Darkness, so trade between Kingdom's End and the provinces adrift should be easier now. So I'm hoping my ships can go back and forth selling that graphene, even though we did put the graphene here, but the methane certainly. I'm hoping that we can get lots of profits in that regard. I would like to try to make the split over here a bit more friendly with me, because they won't even let me dock, which means they won't let me sell their my refined metals that I'm forging, or I'm refining here in Heretic's End. We've got 2 different factories, but no buyers, so we need to try and get them at least cool with us, so they'll let us trade. So that's a priority for me. And excitingly, it appears that the jump gate between the Oceans of Fantasy and Getsufune is now open, allowing my ice miners to get in there, which is what they're doing, and bringing water over to our facilities. I mean, I did expand 3 full water penises, these things here. So, I mean, I'm hoping that we can just make a lot of money through water alone. Show me, how much water do you have? Okay, you've got about 1/4 water. Show me, so I'm just curious. Go here. Ice. Okay, currently low ice. Can we see? Yeah, show me your transaction log. So money, this is all money coming in. So in the last 27 minutes, the selling of Bofu. Then what's this? These are my own personal traders making money. Small amounts. That tells me that maybe I have too many traders. How can I tell what you took though? Show me just what you took. No, wait. What have I done? That's not what I wanted. So, sorry, question. How can I tell, anyone who knows, how can I tell what these, my private ships are doing? Because look, here it says, these are the NPCs, buying and selling ice or Bofu. What are these guys doing? Because they're making me money, so they're clearly selling. See details. How? What information? They're doing their best. Yeah, they're selling very small quantities of Bofu. Okay. Just weird that it doesn't say that. Okay. You were there. Show the transaction of just that ship. Oh, you're right. Sorry, no, you are right. Energy cells. So what's that? That's load, unload, energy cells, unload, energy cells. Water, Bofu. Okay, well they're doing it. It's a mixture of energy cells, water, and Bofu. How much money? Fuck off. 1.1 million. We did it. We did it. It's making money. It's making a lot of money. Okay. Expand. Expand. Right. More water facilities, more miners. Yeah, more food production facilities. I smell profit. Expand. Because look, not only are we making money, look. So that's our water. We're nearly out. Well, obviously we need more ice, but we're definitely okay. Money. We're shifting stock. Tons
Barracuda.
of it. Expand that station. Make more money. Right. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a lovely afternoon. I've got lost. Yeah. So now gonna work out. It's not optional. I'm putting on too much weight. Work out. Get back. Get on with Daisy bullshittery editing. If you're curious, 1 second. Let me just link something for you. I have a worksheet, you see, that I'm going through and sort of finding bugs and fixing bugs to get the Daisy bullshittery done. It's not moving even half as quickly as I'd like, but you're welcome to just watch me work if you wanted to, of course. Hang on. Where's the dog? Where is she? This. She flop. Right. Okay. Better me, Silence Monkey, than someone else. Let's have a look. Finding the worksheet. Okay. Daisy bullshittery. Here it is. There we go. Right. I think that's the correct one. Yeah, this should be it. Right, so yeah, this is just the worksheet that I regularly refer to. So, yeah, I mean, you'll just see me go back and forth and find errors and fix errors, and it probably won't move as quickly as yeah, it's moving glacially slowly. But we're looking at probably around 80-something issues remaining until the video's finished. So, yeah, lots to do, lots to do. Hang on, yeah, I haven't updated it recently. Okay, well, thank you. Yeah, thank you all of you. Right now, exercise. So have a lovely, lovely day. I'll leave you in the I'll leave you in the company of Sam. He's doing a bit of XCOM 2. Right. This is Sam. He's a knobhead. Please tell him I called him a knobhead. Thanks. Bye.